Hello, everyone. Grateful to be here with you on this winter solstice energetic. And we actually just completed our Empowered Evolution Masterclass, and it was all about support and flow. And we did really deep work around that stuff that has never come forward before. So if you want to find that session, you can still find it in our online store at embracingtheinfinite.com. And just let us know it's this December 15th session that you would like to um, receive. And it's on a sliding scale, which makes it a little bit easier to be able to dip your toe in. But one of the aspects of it was to retrieve, it's like have access to the galactic resources that we haven't. At one point, they called it, I think, the galactic 401k. And the bounty. So play with the idea that we're in a time where these sessions are evolving. Much of what we share is very spontaneous in the moment based on the group that attends as to what comes through. And that's really indicative of the time we're in because it's very malleable and it's very much everything is formulating in the moment. There's not a timeline we can sink our teeth into and say, okay, this is exactly what's going to happen 2 days from now, 3 days from now, or 3 months from now. And so we're in an energetic where we're being invited to really hone our mastery of staying on the balance beam, staying in our own lane, linking more into the sovereignty and the alignment with the oneness way. And so today's session really supported that. But I wanted to come on and share just a portion of that session, which will be once I'll edit it to include that once I get done here introducing it, that had to do with this idea of using the higher realms and guides, advisors as a resource to support you in actualizing something you're really wishing to achieve or attain or have um, create for yourself. And so enjoy this portion of the masterclass session, the Empowered Evolution Masterclass session from today. It's the full moon energetic, December 15th. And we are preparing for, again, the winter solstice, which by the time I post this, it might be much closer to that. So we just encourage you to hold your energy in the appropriate way, the alignment in the appropriate way for the energetic downloads that are coming in for you that allow you to optimize your receptivity at this very auspicious time. Over the next week or so, before we do this last piece, it's so amazing. I'm so grateful. This was an amazing session. We are going to be doing not only Sacred Circle, which if you're still thinking about joining us, it feels like it's going to be super amazing, this next Sacred Circle. And we did a video that we posted to YouTube that is basically an energetic invitation. And it has to do with like your authentic self thrives. When you're in your authentic expression, you thrive. And that's the energetic for that sacred circle. And if you're still thinking about joining us, please reach out. We are going to close those doors around the 28th of December. It does officially begin January 1st because that's when the energetic work really starts in the higher realms. Even though we start the moment you enroll, it's like, okay, we start to create movement. It's more of prepping up until that point. Then we start to really initiate work January 1st, and then it goes through the end of March. So that's one offering that's on the table for you. And the other offering that's coming, it's on our online store already. It's not on the main web page yet. But we will be officially announcing it sometime this week, maybe around the solstice. And those of you that signed up for Sacred Circle will be getting your official tickets around the solstice, so you can watch for those. Um, this new series, I woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning and wrote it down. Like it was just zoom. It was really kind of cool. And it's called Unlock the Hidden Treasure of You. And if you feel into today's session and a couple of the other posts we have to YouTube, like everything else we offer, it all weaves together. But it's this session today especially felt like an introduction to that series. It also felt like in other ways an introduction to the sacred circle. It's all multidimensional, so it all fits together. Um, so what I want to mention about that series is we're going to have it at the kind of pre-launch rate, a little bit lower rate than what it will be after December 28th, up until December 28th. So you can check it out on the online store. And if you feel into joining us and feel like it's a yes, we'd love to have you as part of that series. And it starts, I believe, January 19th. And it's a 5-week series. Okay. So now they're showing me 2 pieces that they want to do. Okay. So we're going to go a little bit over today. The first piece is the resistance, or not the resistance, the empathic not being supported. Like anything you're holding in your energetic fields, feeling, sensing, and it's affecting you empathically. Maybe it's a challenge of somebody else's, but it feels more like just you're empathically feeling where others don't feel supported. Your body's empathically feeling others' lack of support. Recognize that that's their issues, their challenges they're using to get stronger in a certain way. And we're going to do the energetic process now to return that. Inviting you to take a deep breath in, leaning into your line of light, snuggling up on the front of the spine. Inviting you as the soul, body, teams to work with the energetic fields and the guides at the level of your higher selves to scan your fields for any empathic lack of support or even a contraction, like a resistance energy that you're empathically feeling. It's not even resistance, it's fear of change or trying to keep everything the same. Return all that lack energy and the constriction, restriction back to its right and perfect place, along with all relevant and appropriate energetic information and the responsibility for shifting it. So you're empathically feeling others that maybe aren't yet ready to take responsibility for supporting themselves. Return all of that back to them, send appropriate energetic information. Let them work those pieces themselves. Encourage their higher self to hold the responsibility, but you're not attached. Retrieve any of your attachment, gifts, wisdom, mastery off of them, clean it, recalibrate it, re-embed it. Good. Then balance and stabilize. Update all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceive. This next process that they'd like to bring in, we might actually post this little piece on our YouTube. We'll see. I feel like it would be good to go on our YouTube channel. We'll see. It has to do with just inviting you to ponder for a moment. What is it that you as a being would love to have experience do that you don't feel like currently you have the resources for? And just take a moment to presence what that is. And there's another way you could even look at it. It's like, what would I love to be able to engage in that the words are challenging here. It's like that you're going to invite for the resources to manifest without being attached to it showing up in a specific way. So we want to be really open around not asking for money to show up a certain way for us, but just this is the thing I would love to engage in. And I wonder what it would take for the resources or the way to be made for me to engage in this, to materialize, to unfold, to manifest. And whatever doesn't allow that, will you release and uncreate it? And then just imagine you in your beautiful column of light, dimensional you, some dimension of you, safe, supportive dimension of you, not leaving your column of light, but going to a safe, supportive dimension within your column of light, your river of light, your divine cosmic loop, where you can sit with beings of love and light, Gaia, Earth, the level of her higher self, and any other appropriate contributors that can contribute in a healthy co-creative way, your team, your body's teams, your body Davis higher self, and you're all sitting in council and you're contemplating the how far beyond the intellect. You're not trying to figure out at this level, but you're accessing these resources of these other beings of love and light to support you in generating, creating, conjuring the appropriate unfolding for you to take your seat in whatever that experience is you're inviting for yourself. And then just hold the awareness. It's happening in a higher realm. It's being orchestrated in a higher realm. And always, always, I invite to kind of cherry on top, once we garner that creation, if it's for the highest good, let it be so. And then we release our attachment. Doesn't mean we won't take action in the physical dimension and get pulsed. That's the idea. Then we start to get pulsed by that co-creation that's taking place in that higher realm. And then you've employed maybe 8 or 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 other beings that can help you orchestrate the having of whatever it is you desire. And it's this idea of for instance, if you own your own business and you need more customers or more clients, every one of those beings that you invited to collaborate that were appropriate, maybe you invited specific nature spirit helpers that can help find the people to bring them into your store, to bring them into your business. Or if it's the divine mate that you're wanting to create, the divine beloved relationship, you've just employed 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 beings to help make that happen. And that each one of those beings is connected specifically to various resources, others. It's like a network. It's like you're networking in the higher realms. And so play with the idea that you can employ in a healthy co-creative way these other resources, these other beings that want to help in a healthy co-creative way. And it's important to be a little specific that you want it to be a healthy co-creative experience. You really don't want any of them to take responsibility for your happiness or your joy or your having, but would you be willing to be a reflection of the support that flows within me and support the co-creation of this? It could actually be fun to co-create this together. and inspiring, and they could love to do it. You can invite beings that that's their mastery to be able to support in that way, express in that way. And then invite a balancing and stabilizing of all the energetic fields, update all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived. So grateful to be here with each of you today for your willingness to become more of you, to awaken to more of you, to have more of you. And thank you for the honor to collaborate, to share, and to support in this way. And this type of collaboration is truly what we speak to when we're talking about creating this in another dimension with these other beings. This is a healthy co-creative collaboration. We will never disempower you by taking responsibility for you shifting you. But we will demonstrate, we will share information, we will suggest, we will point you in certain directions, and then you are always in your free will choice to shift you or not. And so happy, happy, happy solstice to everyone. This is a potent one. So you may want to cocoon your energetic fields as you move about, like leaving this session and going about your week. And in whatever way honors you, just encouraging you to be in the flow. And you might even write down, I choose to be in the flow of my own light, my own creative current. Or I choose to be in the flow. And they're just showing me a lot of the pieces that we did today are going to ripple as it integrates. So again, hold your master stance of observation and presence, knowing that we are in this corridor, welcoming a new phase. You might even want to celebrate on the winter solstice as a new beginning. It really, truly is in so many ways. And we don't know that we will be with you all again live before the end of the year, which is strange. It might happen. We might do a spontaneous another something or a YouTube something, but we just really, truly honor each of you as a being and encourage you to create for yourselves the exact perfect way for you to navigate this time and making your well-being a priority, making your abundance a priority, making your freedom, your joy a priority. Everything else will be a reflection of that honoring of you. Much, much love to each of you. Blessings.